Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and it plays some of the games immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Huskers will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So LSU's offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Little touch pass to the receiver. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. The Cornhuskers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Works the middle of the field. Oh, ball's out! Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that, flying up, making the big play.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
From the gun, running back gets the give. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Out of the backfield, he's open. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. LSU right back to the line. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Daniels. He's right on target. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Looking for room, it's Moses. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Huskers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on their scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Quarterback checking off. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll try to do it himself. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. So much for jumbo sets. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. He's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. The receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends have got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Motion from the offense. To the air, it's Daniels. And he intercepts it. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. That's reeled in. It's McNamara. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out. Absolute shame. Missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's got his man. And more yards after contact. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. That's caught. It's Moses. So much change of direction. He's down to the the 23. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
And I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's what quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They're going to throw it again. Steps away. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Fires to the middle. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up, keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails, drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact, so it's okay.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Coming after him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll leave it with the lone back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Slips through the line. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right, and I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU. kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop follow and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very interesting first 2 quarters in Lincoln.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Give to the running back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Cornhuskers look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep him covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play,
and he can't escape, and down he goes.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. You think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot. Those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Makes his connection. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Tackled, but he has a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Give him 6. Touchdown, LSU! And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
LSU 24, Nebraska 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Paul. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest. Fires the pass, intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense.
Timeout, LSU.
On the double.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get routed up.
He is smashing people. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And they're able to get him down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man down the middle. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. At the 35, he's got room. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Huskers with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. He's back to throw on second down. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Finds his man enough for the first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. With the catch, it's Moses. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. One more play to pad the stats. He's looking to pass. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Husker. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Snags it down the right side. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner, and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peak